Shamai, hello. How is it going? You ready for more? No? Tough. Right. I think this is going to be the final loop for us now. So I'm quite eager to see who the final one's going to be for us. Oh, right. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm not even really sure how I want to approach this time, I'm not going to lie. All the other times I had some kind of vague plan. Like, I kind of knew, like, if I wanted the knife or not, I kind of knew. I kind of had some feeling based on what happened last time. I'm really going to play it by ear this time, because I'm really just not sure what I want to do. Let's see. What about... I don't think I've ever chosen this option before. Sweet. I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolution.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't think I'm going to take the knife this time. She's always nicer when I go in without the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh yeah, you're not as sinister this time.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Let's see. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Yeah, before she looked so, like, indignant. She really does have a completely different personality based on whether you have the knife or not.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Last time she, like, chewed her arm off. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Oh, that's the indignant look. But she doesn't seem indignant. Yeah, she seems lovely. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
You're a lot nicer than you were last time I asked that question. You were so demanding last time.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Yeah, if I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I mean, it's pretty important information.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I'd say it is.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Let's see. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
I'm kind of surprised she's not even, like, lying. She could just make up some random name. She could just say, like, oh yeah, I'm, Princess Bethany. Like, we wouldn't question it if she just lied. Maybe she doesn't have a concept of names.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Would you forget your own name?
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, you definitely don't have one.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Oh, God, there's so many options. I'm definitely gonna go get the blade. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me?
Oh.
You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
I'm feeling some way about that.
Better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
So when I run upstairs and grab the knife and come back down, is she gonna be out of the goddamn chains? Okay. Okay.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
Yeah, we should run.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Yeah, my guy, you heard her. You know this is the right choice this time round.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
I've never been, like, back up then back down again before.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay. Okay.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
It is bigger now you say it. It wasn't this wide before, was it? Hello?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Where are you? Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I'll wait.
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
What? Am I gonna starve to death down here? I can eat her arm, I guess, if I need to. Poke.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in.
Oh, god damn it. I should have just gone for her while I was, like, full on strength.
Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Venture into the shadows.
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor.
So she was just lurking in the shadows the whole time?
Her ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
See, this is different from the adversary. The adversary, she had her wits about her at least, you know? She was violent and she wanted to fight, but she enjoyed it, and she knew that we enjoyed it too. This one's just fucking nuts.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The beast. Oh, that sounds dope. I'm bringing the knife.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Let's see. She's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
You would be surprised.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
I've never considered it that way. Also, hello, the Hunted. We met before, very briefly.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Proceed to the cabin. Let's just go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
What a ominous thing to say. Thank you.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes the narrator's advice works, sometimes it doesn't.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I'll be taking my blade, thank you.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, let's talk about the mirror again. Also, it's crazy the mirror never changes. Like, everything around about this room changes, but the mirror is always the same mirror. Let's acknowledge the mirror
because
again.
there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Oh, so he's actually not even lying about the mirror. He just really can't see it. I always thought he lied. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I feel like if I Google the mirror, like later, I'm just gonna find a bunch of video essays about what the mirror means. As per usual. Can I take the blade then approach the mirror? Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
That's the point. The first two routes we did, I was surprised when the mirror blocked up the door completely, because that was something I hadn't seen before. And I thought that maybe they like added that in for all routes or something, but no, now that I think about it, that was the only 2 times that's happened. It hasn't happened since. So I'm not really sure what the play is on that. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
So she's absolutely going to be like a monster in the more traditional sense this time, isn't she?
She growls up the stairs.
Hell yeah.
I can smell you.
Yeah, sorry, I've been walking through this jungle for like 4 days.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager.
Just hit her with a squirty bottle then.
You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Is she even going to be chained up down here?
The last step gives way to the
Whoa.
damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
I can't tell if she's behind a rock and she's got a tail, or she's like a sphinx or something.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Well, she's there, bro.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
I don't know, it doesn't look like that shit's connected, my guy.
Remember, she's just a princess.
No, she is not.
She is certainly not just a princess.
Absolutely.
You're not helping.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
I mean, I have a feeling I know what she's gonna do. Oh, I love the leaves on either side of the screen. That's great.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I couldn't see her for a sec. That's genuinely terrifying.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Yeah, what if I throw it at you and run away? What are you going to do then? You're chained up here.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
I'm going to trust you, my guy. Okay, most of the time, as long as I trust them, it works out well. The only one... Actually, maybe that's not completely true. The Smitten, he was the worst one of all, but also the Skeptic. I can understand the Skeptic, he was afraid, but he fucked us, he absolutely fucked us. So I'm gonna roll with the Hunted here, see, I'm gonna kind of follow his advice. Move. Oh my god!
A direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
I hated that.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Oh, that's so cool.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek. Reactive. Prey.
Really wish I could have asked some questions, but I felt like moving was absolutely the right choice.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
She's so creepy.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit, what do we do?
I want to, like, see her for real. Let's see. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true.
Oh, for the love of... You've given up the game. Great. All that will do is hasten her victory.
Wait, did she not know that? Did she not know that she was a threat to the world?
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking, thinking, thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
You're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else.
Understood, Captain.
We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna follow you. Okay, okay.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
That's the point. She said that we're reactive. Maybe we need to be proactive, and she won't be used to that. How exactly are you supposed to take back the momentum here?
We have the blade. I assume all she has are nails and teeth. Let's use our advantage. The steel claw is small and she is large. It's dangerous to fight back. It should only be a last resort.
Wait for her to strike and hit her back. I feel like being proactive is the move. I feel like she wants us to be reactive. She doesn't seem worried about us being reactive, and we can only dance around for so long before we run out of energy. Wait for her to strike and hit her back. I waited for so long last time I got exhausted. Maybe I could have done something. That is the move.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
Exactly, I've already made that mistake once. I know I said I was going to listen to the hunted, but maybe this is the hero's time.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip on the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you.
Hey, I got her! Did I get her in the neck? Holy shit. She looks not as cool as I thought she did.
You're sent sprawling, and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness. Ha! Look at that! We wounded her.
Yeah, we got her. And she looks kind of pretty badly wounded too. Maybe if we just start dancing around now, she'll bleed out.
And she wounded us. Bad trade.
Never mind.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery.
Oh, I'm losing? That's fair. I mean, she is a big, crazy monster princess. Also, I was wondering why she had a horn, and I just realized it's meant to, like, symbolize her little crown.
You collapse to the floor. She wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught.
That was so loud. So yeah, okay, so I'm definitely dead, because I'm pretty sure she just clawed me to death. Yeah, I'm gonna start bleeding out.
By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor.
She almost looks sad.
The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was.
Give me 15 minutes, I'll be back. I'll get you good.
Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
You want to eat me alive? Okay.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, we're gonna get her next time, though. 100%. So, for now, we're gonna end things, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.